There is this lady and her husband, they were living in the mainland. They are both in their 20s, okay? The lady is a nurse, the husband is yahoo yahoo. Their marriage is less than 5 years old. They just have one kid, okay? So one day he got his big win, and that's how he said, let's move to the island. Remember, I told you she's a nurse. He told the wife, quit your job because I want you to be helping me with my business. Now here's the thing, this man has crazy fantasies. He has crazy sexual fantasies. Now he started from him bringing somebody home for them to do a threesome together. This is a counseling I just did a few days ago, okay? So she just gave me the permission because I've been begging her. I personally begged her, please let me just share some things. I will not go into so that nobody will narrow it down, but let me just share some things so that people can just learn from it and give you another point of view apart from what I told her, okay? So when the husband just brings that person home, the husband will tell her, is either you join or you don't join sometimes, and sometimes they will not even call her. Now, evaluating this story, the first thing I want you to hold on to is the fact that the husband has the effrontery to bring his girlfriends to the house, and there's nothing the wife will do about it. It's either she joins in or she goes her own way, or she stays in her room or something. So the second one now that it made her to book this call with me and everything is the fact that they don't involve her anymore, and disrespect is, at its highest now, because the husband will just bring them home without telling her. There's no prior notice or anything. He will not even bother saying he wants to go to the hotel to lodge them there or whatever. So she called me and she's like, oh, our marriage is on fire and before she was doing it, just to, because the husband is so young and she feels he was just, indulging his fantasies, just doing it for her husband. Not that she wanted it, but just doing it for her husband. But now that they have, put her aside, he will just bring the person. Before, he used to tell her, okay, this is what we're expecting tonight, though. This is what we should do and all that. But now you just bring the person home, and the disrespect and the fact that he hits her, on impulse. He hits her, he disrespects her. Sometimes, when he brings these ladies home, they are supposed to come in the early hours of the morning. They should pack their bags and leave. Now they can stay till evening, they can stay for days and all that. Not that he marries them, okay? Not that he has anything serious with them. He will bring them to the house, let them spend days in the house. She will be cooking for them. So she's just like, okay, all these things, she knows that they were absurd and it was not, the right way to live. But now she's having a problem with it because the husband disrespects her in front of these ladies. She now called the husband like, okay, you know what, I don't want this thing to happen in the house anymore. If you want to do things like this, I think you should, go to the hotel and do your thing there. I don't want to meet them, I don't want to see them, because some of these ladies, they see me outside and they greet me, and my friends will be like, okay, how do you know her? Because some of them are hookers, right? How do you know her? She cannot tell them how she, knows them, and she just wants it to stop. She doesn't want them to be knowing her, just having, this direct contact with her. And if the husband wants to do it, don't bring them into the house. Even if you know that want to do it as a threesome, let's go to a hotel. Let's just go and do our thing there and come back in the morning. The husband objects. He said no. That why would he have this kind of duplex? Because they rented the duplex on the island. He said, why would he have this kind of duplex? And you want him to go and be using his money? Do you know how much he's going to rent that hotel for the night? That he's just more comfortable in his own house. That if she's not comfortable, she should go ahead and do her worst. Do you know what this lady did? He said the last one he did, maybe last week Friday or so. I don't want it to be filtered down. The last one he did, when he brought the lady home, she saw them and she just took her bags and the car. She went to sleep outside, as in she went to spend the night outside because she didn't want the lady to see her. So she went to spend the night in a hotel. But when she got back early, she thought the lady would have packed her clothes and everything and would have left. But the lady was still there. You get? So when she got back home in the morning, the lady was still there and she got so furious. She couldn't express her. Obviously, she couldn't express, her anger when the lady was there. But later on in the afternoon, when the lady left, she went to the husband. The husband beat her blue and black. Now, while she was helping the husband to do his yahoo thing, all the money that the husband is supposed to be paying her or giving her, or the money that she's supposed to be gaining, because she's the wife, she'll be like, oh, Shebi, my husband's money is our money. He said the husband will touchlight it and make sure that no extra money like that is entering into her purse. Sometimes when the husband notices that maybe she has some millions in her account, the husband will come like, okay, borrow me. And the husband will use hope to borrow the money from her and not pay her back. If they have a quarrel, the husband will insult her like, yeah, is it not my money? The money that I borrowed from you, is it not my money? Where did you get the money from? Are you working, Abby? Shebi, you are not working. So I'm sure that money that is in your account is also my money that you stole from me, And she got so frustrated, she was crying, and she's really bitter about the whole thing. I said, why don't you go to your parents for a while? Just let him see if he's going to come to his senses, because he's pretty young and you have just one child. Now, she said, no, she's pregnant. That currently she's pregnant for the second child. Their marriage is less than 5 years old. He says she's pregnant for the second child, and I'm like, okay, first thing first, you were indulging this man in the first instance. Now it will be very, very hard for you to curtail him and tell him to stop. you know, because he's used to you indulging him. He married you because you always indulged him. You cannot get inside the water and now say your feet is cold, or you get inside the water, you say, oh, this water is hot. It is what it is. Guys, I want you to advise this lady. I've already given her, you know, peace of her mind, but I want you to advise her, because now she said she cannot go back to her mom's place, because even all the money that she has saved, the husband has used Scope to borrow it from her. So she cannot go and rent a house now because she cannot even afford it. This lady said she has left the husband like 3 times to her brother's house. The husband will come and look for her there, apologize to her, you know, pamper her, bring her back home, and before you know it, 1 or 2 weeks, he will go back to default. He will go back to restore factory settings, and she's just fed up and tired. She just wants a respectable marriage. She just wants, you know, a respected relationship. She wants a normal marriage now. She wants the crazy fantasies to stop. It seems the husband cannot just get the best of her, only her. Is it that it's threesome, or he brings 2 ladies to join them? And this, she regrets that she has always been, you know, indulging in, but now she wants it to stop. She wants people to advise her. How do you think she can get her husband to stop? And even if she wants to leave, all the money that the husband has borrowed from her, you know, saying borrow me this, borrow me that, anytime he sees money in her account, you know, he just feels that it's his money, it's my money, maybe you are not working. And she says she supplies some, you know, some things to some companies, and that's where she gets the money from. But the husband says, no, you are not working, I already told you to quit your nursing job, where are you getting money from? So I want you guys to advise her. And I also want to, you know, say this: are there really this kind of men that are, you know, balling in this kind of crazy fantasies? Now look at this guy. He's not even up to 30 years of age. He's already doing all this kind of a thing just because more money is in your hand. And you ladies, you people are the one that are patronizing this man. Yes, if you tell him from the get-go, like, I can't take this, I don't want to do this, whatever it is, even if you are from the lowest of the lowest of the lowest background, will he not leave you? Will he not go and meet another candidate? If he knows that he wants to marry you, will he not change? But now look at what you've gotten yourself into. I've given her my own counsel as a, you know, counselor, but I want to put this out there because it just, I feel like sharing it and let people see what is going on, especially in Lekki, because she says they live in Lekki. They live in a duplex in Lekki. The guy is yahoo, like I said, and she doesn't know how to curb it now. She doesn't know how to stop it, and she just wants a way out. Please, mommies and daddies, uncles and aunties, Adi lovers worldwide, if you have any advice for this lady, please drop it in the comment section, and make sure that you share this video or give me a repost, like and comment. God bless you. Bye bye.